Hey engineering students, in this video, I'll go over the Develop a Solution Part 1 for your electronic combination circuit assignment. In this step of the design process, what we need to do is create a logic circuit that will unlock or lock our safe when we enter the correct combination. In the last step, in Generate Concepts, you should have generated 4 possible combinations for your electronic combination circuit. In this step, you need to take one of these and we need to create a logic circuit for it. So I'm going to use combo number 2, which would be 10. And what I need to pay attention to is the binary code or the switches here. I need a 1, a 0, a 1, and a 0. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go out to Circuitverse, which is a website that lets us create logic circuits. You don't need to create an account. This really shouldn't take you very long. If we were creating really, really complicated logic circuits that we want to work on for multiple days, we could create an account. But for today, we're just going to launch the simulator. I've used this on this computer before, but if you haven't, it might be grayed out and there might be some help boxes that you need to close out. So just kind of close those out and get to this main screen. Now, remember I said that you need to remember your binary code 1010 because that's what you're going to need for this logic circuit. We're going to need to go over to Input under circuit elements, and we're going to need to use these input switches right here. Don't worry that they all say 1. Just drag out 4 of these out into the workspace and kind of line them up vertically like this. And then from top to bottom, just put in that code that you're going to use. Now remember, you can use any number that you've generated. You don't have to use 1010 like I am. All right, but it should start, this should be the top and this should be the bottom. So I'm going to go 1. I'm going to click on this one to change it to a 0 and leave this one as a 1 and change this one into a 0. So now what we need to do is we need to add our LED that we're going to light up. So we're going to use this LED here, this digital one. It kind of looks like the Snapchat ghost. We're going to bring that out here like this. And now we need to add our gates. So in the list, go to gates that we're going to use. Now, in the design brief, I said that the only gates that we actually have access to are AND gates. So this one right here, and inverter gates. Now, inverter gates in this program are also called NOT gates, so that's okay. What we need to do here is essentially get everything to turn into a 1 to light up our LED. So we're going to start by putting inverter gates by our zeros. Inverters invert or give you the inverse. So in digital logic, the opposite of 0 is 1. So we need to run our switches, our zeros, through the inverter gate to turn them into 1s. So I'm just going to draw a line here and drag it to connect them like this. And you can zoom in with your mouse, so I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to connect this inverter gate here. Now, after we do that, it's time to combine our logic or our 1s. When we run a 0 through an inverter gate, it becomes a 1. So we want to light this up, and this will light up when we give it a 1 signal. So we're going to use our AND gate here to combine this 1 right here, and I'm just kind of drawing these together, with this is now a 1 after it comes out of this inverter gate. And you can see that it's a 1 because it's this light green as opposed to a dark green. I'm going to use another AND gate to combine these 2 signals. So this 1 right here goes in the AND gate. And this one that comes out of the inverter gate comes into the AND gate. And again, the light green means that those are 1s and the dark greens means it's 0s. Now I have 2 signals coming out of these AND gates, and I need to combine those. So I'm going to use one more AND gate here. And I'm going to combine those right here like this. I'm going to combine this one right here like this. And now because I basically have combined everything, I have a 1 coming out of this AND gate, and I want to connect it to my LED. And my LED turns on, and this is what we want. This is a logic circuit. This is telling us this circuit decides whether the LED should turn on or off. If I don't type in my code here, like let's say I put an extra 1 right here, the circuit doesn't work because the 1 from this switch came into the AND, but the 1 here came through an inverter gate and becomes a 0. And if these two don't match, a 0 comes out. And then if these two don't match, a 0 comes out. So my LED turns off. If I turn this back to a 0 and I turn this switch off, the LED doesn't work. This logic gate only will light the LED if all of the switches are correct. When you are finished, or when you have this working with your binary code, what you need to do is make a screenshot of this and put it onto our assignment right here. And you can see that we can press the Windows key and Shift S, or you can press Control Shift Page Flipper button on your Chromebook to make a screenshot. So I'm going to press Windows Shift S, and I'm going to just create a screenshot here like this. And I'm going to go to the assignment here, and I'm going to press Control V. And now this is my logic circuit. This is my logic circuit for my combination of 10 or 1010 in binary.